Hey TPers, Nutnfancy, Crockett 20 out in the very cold, snowy desert, testing all kinds of gear. First up, 22 bolt action guns. How about the Marlin 925? An outstanding high value 22 bolt action rifle. One of my favorites around actually. In terms of accuracy, great trigger, lightweight, affordability. This one's Duracoated, of course, by our friends at missionspecammo.com. Magpul Flat Dark Earth. Wearing a Weaver RV9 scope. Great scope, previously reviewed in the Nutnfancy project. Tabletop review on the 925 is forthcoming. In fact, this is one of the last shoots prior to me rolling into tabletop with it. Good test for the gun. Harsh conditions, about 20 degrees out here, lots of snow. It's been snowing off and on. We're in a location, different location that you haven't seen before. Hopefully you can see me. I got my hood on because it's so cold out here. We just chased off a herd of 300 antelope. Wouldn't you say, Crockett?
Yeah, this is the biggest I've ever seen.
Huge herd. We didn't chase them off. We just drove up, and this is, you know, where we're setting our range up today. Good times though. So they're just around the bend here. I'm sure they'll return when we leave. Circles of Death drill today. That's what we're going to start off with. If you guys don't know what that is, that's shooting those little 3/8 inch circles on my own target in rows of 10 as fast as you can, and trying to get the round obviously inside the circle. For today's drill, we're going to say if you break the line of the circle, it's a kill.
Fire!
I know, dumb name. It's supposed to be a funny name actually. Just shooting circles on paper. Look in annotation, that's when I did it at Impact Guns with PFI Dude. That's a fun time. Probably best done in indoor conditions, I think, because with the wind blowing, we got about 10 miles an hour here today. Very cold, your fingers get cold, you lose dexterity. It's tough to make those hits. I mean, it's a very tiny circle you're trying to get the round into. We've ran a couple prelim runs, just sighting the gun in and stuff, and now we're going to start an official. 3 different stations for Circles of Death out in the snowy desert today. We got a tree over there. Shooting through the crux of the tree, we have a prone station there on the mat, and then we have behind me the TMP barricade. Your choice of position on that barricade, however you want. I'll tell you this though, from just shooting prior to the camera rolling, it's tough. It's really tough to minimize the movement of the gun. I really should have slung up. I didn't have time to put a sling on it. That may have helped on the barricade, so I don't have a sling on it. That would help stabilize it a bit. Probably the main points are going to come from prone. These oblique stations, you're not straight onto the target either. You're kind of shooting at an angle. 30 rounds total, that's the game plan. And if you break the line of the circle, again, it's going to be a kill. Normally, in Circles of Death drill, my own drill I came up with, if you put it more than half in, then that's counted as a point. We're going to time it. The fastest shooter gets an extra point as well. Good test for the shooter, good test for the gun, and it's good practice. And I've said it before, the manipulation of a bolt gun is fun. It takes a certain skill set, and I think if you practice on something very affordable like that, it'll transfer to your center fire bolt gun as well, especially if you practice in conditions just like these. Tough conditions. Thanks for coming along. Let's get going.
I think I'm going to run down there and touch a tree and run back just to get warm.
This is not really a run and gun, by the way. If you get your heart rate up too much, you are not going to be able to get any rounds in those little tiny circles. So just a little bit of movement from this station to that one. Crockett 20's up first. Shooter ready.
Yep.
Okay, you have a round in the chamber, safety on. Pop those scope covers open, Holmes. There you go. The scope is dialed in for 25 yards. Objective is adjusted.
I was going to do it by eyesight.
Are you?
Yeah,
just do it with irons.
Scope, I'll use a scope.
Shoot on the right, because the sight and stuff is on the left side of that target that's posted.
Okay.
And just work your way down. I mean, try to shoot at one circle just one time, but if you want to shoot, 10 rounds in each row.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. At the beep. Circles of Death, 20 degrees, snowy desert, Crockett 20. Marlin 925. I talked to you guys about this gun at SHOT Show, the Marlin booth review, what a great gun it is. affordable too.
That is tough.
That's tough, isn't it, dude?
That is really tough.
This is a really tough shooting station right here. You're not going to see many points. Trying to get that round in that circle. Tough, tough, tough. Let me see if I can zoom in. I think if you get even a point, maybe 2 points here, you're doing good. We thought about pulling that target in, but we had the gun sighted in at 25. Just don't want to spend any more time with it, so we're just gonna run it as is. Are you even hitting the paper?
I hit a circle.
Did you?
In the row next to the one I was aiming at.
That still counts though, Holmes.
Oh boy, that is tough.
Empty to the prone station. You look like one of those dudes from Red Dawn with that outfit.
Dude, I love that show. I'm gonna watch that again.
Red Dawn rocks.
My shooting finger is numb.
Ditto. Prone station, if there's any opportunities for points in this Circles of Death drill in the desert, it's going to be right here. You're in the second row from the right, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Fingers going numb. The reality of harsh condition shooting. No matter what you're shooting, 22 center fire, marksmanship fundamentals are still the same. You've got to control your breathing. You got to have a good trigger pull if you're going to connect. However, the wind keeps changing on us. It's not a lot, but it's enough to throw your shot out of that little tiny circle. Connecting down there, Crockett?
Yes and no. Yeah, this is going to be the
Here, just let that round drop. Make sure you slam that bolt all the way to the rear and then back again.
Short
and then I'll let you
bit.
load that one.
That's cheating. I'm laughing. I can't.
So
I'm trying to squeeze the trigger.
Yeah.
And I can't feel it.
Your finger's totally numb. Maybe we'll just run this one time, Crockett.
That sounds good to me. Whoa.
Shooter empty. Next stage. TMPB, bro. Crockett 20 off the barricade. Marlin 925. Circles of Death. Frigid. Desert conditions. 20 degrees out. This is also a tough stage because the slightest movement will throw your shot. .30 rounds total expended shooting Winchester 22 ammo, hollow point, not match ammo. Slam it.
Am I just being too nice to it?
Yep. When it's cold like this, really throw that bolt all the way back, all the way forward. And unlike the CZ452, that bolt will not bind on you if you really torque on it. Crockett gets some nice stability there off the barricade. You connecting it all?
Yeah, not very much so.
Dude, I totally dropped my timer too. I don't think we'll be timing this. It's gone.
Oh, that's tough. That is completely numb. Yeah, I was connecting. Yeah, definitely on the laying prone. That's where it's gonna go. But I did hit a couple here, and honestly, some of the ones I was aiming for, I was hitting in the row over.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, well,
let's score it. All right, Crockett 20. It's a tough drill, tough conditions. If it breaks the circle, it's a hit. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't count 2 hits in one circle. 9, 10, 11, 12. Does that concur?
Yeah, I think that's outside.
Yeah, we're saying it has to break the circle on this particular run. All right, 12 kills from Crockett 20 with a Marlin 925. He can't feel his freaking fingers.
They're froze.
Snow has started to fall again here. Check out the conditions.
I'm wondering if it's in the teens. I don't know.
It might be. It is awfully cold out here. Again, this drill's probably best done indoors. Yeah. It's fun trying it out here though.
Yeah, it is.
All right, I'm gonna load up and then I'll do a run and we'll probably call it after that. Or the Circles of Death drill, I'm thinking. We'll just shoot the 925 day. I'm not shooting the CZ.
Okay. Yeah, that's fun. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's funner if you can feel your fingers too.
Difficult.
Not timing it. This is not a fast drill. Timer keeps falling off anyhow. All right. When you're ready.
Shooter ready?
No.
Beep. It is extremely easy to hit the target as far as the paper goes. And then, standard size paper. But to drill those crosshairs in on one of those small little circles and the stability that is needed is extremely difficult.
I couldn't agree more. I don't have to push this hood because it's getting in the way. I really love bolt guns. They're so fun.
Yeah. I grew up shooting a little 22 bolt gun from my dad's, and yeah, it's a lot of fun, the two of us.
Oh, dude, that was bad.
The sun's trying to come back out. Hopefully it does.
Trigger pull and it missed.
Nut and I made a bet off camera that whoever loses has to buy something for the other person. So it's this knife I talked about, and Nutton wants this. It's kind of a specialty Barbie doll to complete his collection.
Tactical Barbie.
How's your trigger finger doing?
It's doing okay. It's cold though. Everybody goes, how come you're shooting so slow?
Oh yeah.
Because if you don't, you won't hit it.
There's definitely not a lot of room for error on those little circles.
Not much.
I found this station to be a little easier than the tree.
Did you?
It seemed like you get a little more stability.
You know, if I'm shooting paper or steel, is so much funner.
I agree. And this is what I noticed for me, that breathing is extremely important. I think we said it on camera earlier, not sure, but just even breathing in and out normally will move the gun enough that you can't hit the circles.
Yep, the slightest. I'm actually holding my breath for these shots momentarily.
Yeah, yeah.
Let it about half out and then squeeze. Can you imagine doing this with iron sights?
Oh, there's no way.
Not to this level of precision.
Right.
That's sick. Sun's starting to come out a little bit. Still cold.
It is.
All right, Circles of Death drill. Cold, snowy desert, Marlin 925. The Nutnfancy run. This will probably be the only run of the day for this gun. 1, that broke circle. 2. What do you think on that?
I'd say yeah, it looks like it's hitting the,
right.
tore that bottom ring out.
3, 4, 5, that's busted. 6, 7, 8. I'm not going to count that one. 9, 10, 11. I can only count one on there. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 out of 30 Circles of Death drill. And I think that's probably pretty good for the conditions.
I think so too.
All right, so that's a 925, shooting it in some pretty challenging cold conditions out in the cold and snowy western U.S. desert with Crockett 20. Quintessential bolt action gun, fun drill, probably funner indoors. I'm just saying, look for the tabletop. Thanks for joining us. Crockett 20, Nutnfancy signing off in the desert. See ya.